The rising arch representing the gateway to the West stands tall in St. Louis, where the Blues have called this their home since the NHL expansion of 1967. Hi, everyone, with Eddie Olczyk, Ray Ferraro coming along in just a moment. I'm Mike Emmerich. A lot of people have clicked through the turnstiles tonight, and they've had in mind one player. He's the guy on whom all eyes will be. What's it like to be him?
Well, you want that pressure. You want to be the guy. When the game is on the line, you want to be the guy that has the puck on your stick, and that's why people pay a lot of money to come watch this particular player play, because when he's at his best, his team goes to another level.
Tarasenko's shown throughout his career, pretty much at every level of hockey, that he loves the extra attention and responsibilities that come from being one of the stars for his team. It's not easy being the guy every night, but he seems to enjoy it when all the eyes are on him.
We direct our attention to the nets and the starting goalies. Jake Allen won the Jacques Plante Memorial Trophy for the best goalie in the Quebec Major Junior League and the Baz Bastien Memorial Award for the AHL Goalie of the Year. Marc-Andre Fleury. Who knows what the future might bring? There may be honors for him in Pittsburgh and Las Vegas, maybe even statues. Once played for a junior team called the Cape Breton Screaming Eagles. The centermen are in, and the puck will be dropped. O'Reilly's a good face-off man, ready for St. Louis. Carlson's out there to try to beat him for Vegas. He's got that one. Let's see what happens.
O'Reilly's got to try to simplify his game there. Just too much stick handling.
Strong wrister. Score! Trick or treat. The trick was the score. The treat for him, his team, and the fans.
Sometimes when you score first, you take the edge off your own team. That can't happen. You're up one, go make it two.
Maroon's goal has gotten his team ahead.
Boy, you can just feel the energy in this building right now after that early goal.
The Blues win that neutral zone faceoff. Driving in from no man's land. That one's deflected. The Golden Knights in their own end in possession. And he steps in. Quick wrister. Score! And this one is tied.
I guess at this point, guys, it doesn't really matter what the game looks like. It's back to even square, and we'll find out who's going to take the lead next.
The Blues got that faceoff win. Now what? And he dumps it in. Nice work by Smith. Picks it up in his own end. Vegas charges up from the wing. Just a backhand. Good save there. Little pass from his goalie here. Passing one off now to O'Reilly. Steps in from the neutral zone. Just like shootout. Great save, point blank.
The shooter thought he had a chance, but the goaltender robs him. What a stop.
Quick shot. Tremendous hit.
McNabb's arrived at the rink in a bad mood. That didn't take him very long to get physically involved in a game that should be aggressive throughout.
Able to attack now. Almost like a cement wall that time. And that puck is not going where he wanted it to.
Sometimes the hits sound a little more solid. He delivered that right into the board. You could feel the board shake.
Wonderful stuff.
The best part about a game like this that is played with great pace is the coaches can't stick their thumbs into it and slow the game down. There's no time for meetings on the bench.
Not a free puck now. Collected by Engelland. Walking a thin line near the border there. Great stick there.
Leads that charge into the zone.
A solo rush. Pass off the woodwork to Pacioretty.
Nice job done with the stick. A poke check frees things up a bit.
Oh, and they've got an odd man rush here.
In all alone.
He shot that in his own net. It's a goal.
What an embarrassing play. I don't know what he's thinking. What on this green earth is he thinking? He shot the puck in his own net. Go have a seat.
The Blues now have a 1-goal lead in the first period. Perhaps they can build on this and carry something sizable to the dressing room. And that's a face-off win. Laid up that right side to Steen. Slid to Bozak. He scores! 2 straight goals.
Bozak's decision was pretty easy. This low in a slot, just snap it home.
Fleury's down in his butterfly a little early. That opens up the top of the net, and he gets beaten cleanly.
A little over 3 minutes to go, first period. It's a 3-1 game. The Blues win the draw. What's next? Directing that one to Bozak. Pass through center ice. Loose puck knocked away by Miller. Pitching this one to Holden.
Steen's on the limp after that big hit, Doc. He's working his way slowly to the bench.
Gathered up again by Miller.
The Golden Knights are skating it up at neutral ice. That puck was obstructed by a screen. Perfect wrister. Handled with the stick. 20 minutes are in the books. And so the coaches will have their say. The players will rest and listen.
The Blues are up by 2 goals.
Fans, take a look at our scoreboard as we acknowledge tonight's special groups.
We are in the early stages of this game, about to begin the second period. Your thoughts on the first?
Vegas trails in this game, and one noteworthy stat is their time with the puck. They haven't had it much since the opening faceoff, and they'll want to get more time on attack in order to score more goals.
It's dumped in. Vegas has it in their own end.
Is able to move on in.
Flings it.
That puck hit him on the way to the net.
Lets it go. Terrific shot, but a denial.
Allen's had a very good night, but he's had long stretches of inactivity. And between shots, his team has put up a couple of goals. That puck changes direction. It becomes a really difficult stop for the goaltender to make.
The Blues with a face-off win. And that pass really misfired, and so they must drop back. Got it in his own end. Snapping a pass to McNabb.
Gains that offensive line. That puck struck him in front.
Propelled to Carlson. Lets it go. Score! They're back to within 1.
Carlson's wrist shot was heavy and quick.
Almost an impossible shot to stop. I don't know if this puck could be placed any more perfectly up over the glove.
The Golden Knights have gotten back to within 1. Loads of time left in the game. We're in the second period. The Blues from the neutral zone start to work. And he dumps it in. Looking to Schmidt.
And by number 81, Jonathan Ollie.
Chip to Schmidt.
Time of the goal, 5 minutes, 33 seconds.
Lets a shot go. Great save. Pass attempt to Maroon. Now it's directed to O'Reilly. It's dumped in.
Maroon's ailing, but he can't get off the ice. He's going to have to try and finish the shift.
And he steps across the line. Outstanding body contact.
Schen's not very happy after taking that huge hit. He wasn't aware who was around, and he paid the price.
Save. Steps across that line. Gathered up by Allen. Play stopped. That puck is just held.
Maroon's injury was apparent as soon as you saw this hit. Huge collision, bone-rattling check.
They won that face-off. Try to generate something. Fires a shot. He wore that puck on a hard shot. Oh, snaps the shot. Kicked away. He holds on and takes the pressure off with the whistle.
This is a timely whistle, Doc. The goalie finally gets that puck after a lot of pressure in the zone.
Over 7 minutes to go in the period. Now with the scoring of the goal, let's see if they can get this tied. The Blues with a clean win on the draw. Pitching it to Perron. Watch out! A big hit.
Oh, he's been looking for that hit all night.
With a wrister. Smart recovery by Engelland. Skilled play by Schenn. What a tremendous hit.
I once had a coach tell me, hit or be hit. There's an example of getting yourself into the game.
St. Louis setting things up in the defensive zone. Moving it to Fabry. Skates up the center zone way. That's a good solid hit. He'll feel that one. Turn the wrist shot. That's a great save. I was watching for sticks to go up. No celebration this time. Smith tripped and a penalty should be coming. St. Louis is given a minor for tripping here.
No, this is a tough call. He was trying to play the puck, but he tripped up the attacking player.
Let's check in at ice level with Ray.
Word from the home team's locker room is they're going to be short a player for the rest of the night. The injury occurred a while ago. He will not return.
Vince Dunn, 2 minutes for training.
On to Tuck. The lane was jammed and it hit somebody. Snaps one and a save.
Second period.
Held there for a face-off coming up next.
Goalies have to make a half a dozen great stops in a win. This is one on a beautiful move, but there is nowhere for the puck to go.
Carlson's pickpocketed again. He finally got it out of there. Trying to go to Carlson. Can start the attack going in the zone. May not have intended it, but it hit it. The Blues shoot it back out. Got some time to check the clock and prepare to defend again. Puck is thrown to Smith. Well, they got to be a little tired after these first 2 periods of play, so they'll get a rest as we start to think ahead toward period number 3. Let's check out the shots on goal through those 2 periods. 14 for Vegas and 7 for the Blues. The Blues are holding on to a lead, and it's saves like this one that have kept them there. We'll be right back.
To local charities.
.40 minutes down, at least 20 minutes to go. What are your thoughts so far?
The Golden Knights
Have had the better of the play, Doc, especially in the category of time of possession. They're down in this 3rd period, but they have to start finishing off some of their chances.
St. Louis still has some penalty time to kill off. Nice play with the stick. Nothing more will come. Good place to score! Got it with the man advantage.
Well, you got the man advantage break, and it is a break if only if you cash through. They're able to score. The power play goal has tied this contest up.
And they've taken that face-off between the blue lines and won it.
71, William Carl.
The Blues have the puck at center ice.
Riley Smith, and by number 27, Shane Theodore. Time of the goal, 28 seconds.
Boards are there to be used, and he does it with that pass.
Sometimes the best play is right in front of the net. He took a quick look, read the seam, and then bounced it off the boards to his partner so they can get out of the zone much more safely.
Got that pass near the blue line and now looks ahead. That shot came from nowhere.
The goalie makes himself look big.
He takes that one right ahead. Good pass. Saved there.
You can't deliver the puck much better than that, but the goalie says no chance. That's an excellent save.
Just a hair over 5 minutes have been skated in the third. The winds have shifted yet again. This game is back in a tie. They took that draw and won it. To the point it comes. St. Louis carries it in through center. Open ice hitting is not dead.
Open ice hits are hard to execute. If your timing's off just a little bit, you're going to miss them or end up taking a tripping penalty.
St. Louis looks up from the wing. Fabry's move might have fooled some, but not all. Carries it on in from center. Wonderful save. Passing one off now to Bozak. Enormous collision. Vegas controls the play in their own end.
It's always way more fun when there's lots of goals in the game. The players like it. Well, the offensive ones do. The defensive ones aren't so crazy about it. But I will tell you who hates it. It's the coaches. They always want to have some control of the game.
The Golden Knights starting back in their own end. Directing that one to Carr. And he fires. Made that stop. Twist one. Gave him a good shot, but a great pad answer there. A superb hit. A great hockey play there. Through the corner now. What a hit that was. And he shoots. Did what he's made to do. Pitching this one to Perron. Laid on to Shannon. Lets it go. Terrific save. Terrific opportunity.
That is a great display of goaltending there, Doc.
Carlson's likely to score again. He's been all over the ice and the score sheet here this evening.
Snapping a pass to Soshnikov. And he dumps it in. Vegas continues on in their own end. Driven toward center in the shadow of the boards by Smith. Puck ricocheted off the screen.
In the third period.
All tied up in the final minute of regulation. Skates it into the zone. May not have been intentional, but he got it anyway. Oh, and he is closed off emphatically.
The fans are really into that big hit.
And it's a good pickup. St. Louis in their own end has control of the puck. Got it at the point. Terrific determination by Stastny. The Golden Knights are driving it from the wing. Oh, a save there. Looking to O'Reilly. Outlet up the middle to Parayko. Takes it in from the neutral zone. Got that pass in his own end. Three periods didn't prove a thing. It's going to take overtime. The Stars will have to give more, and so will everyone else.
Hey fans, great today.
Carlson's goal is the one that sends us into overtime. We're headed there, and we'll be there right after this. We have begun sudden death overtime. Nobody scores. Somebody will in a shootout. Oh, and he misses. Oh, here's a wrister. Score! Game over. Overtime winning goal. And this wacky Halloween game has come to a conclusion. It'll take a long time to write a story about this one. Maybe it was the full moon.
You could tell he's worked on this shot before because that's such a quick release, and he snaps it home.
He just wasn't able to get over and cover the top of the net. The shot's perfect. It's right in the roof, and the goalie's dejected.
What a terrific game of hockey. Well played by now. Very tired players. A great time. We hope you enjoyed it. For Eddie Olczyk and Ray Ferraro, Mike Emmerich saying good night all.